The Oppo R11s is a great example of what has been going on in the mobile industry over the past 6 months or so. Soon after the original R11 launched in June, widescreen became the next big thing. Face ID took over from fingerprint unlock and a telephoto camera was repurposed for broader use. The Oppo R11 was one of the best mid-range phones to get, and the R11s is making an even stronger claim on a spot on your wish list. The S model boasts a trendy 6 inches 18:9 AMOLED screen with slimmed-down bezels, the same trustworthy Snapdragon 660 chipset, and a new dual-camera setup with a 20MP secondary imager for low-light scenes, and a larger battery. The bigger, wider screen is obviously the highlight of the R11, but Face Unlock is exactly the sort of novelty to draw positive attention to the new ColorOS 3.2. It may not be as secure as Apple's, but it sure is faster and, well, affordable. The Oppo R11 comes in a well-stuffed box. The proprietary 20W VOOC charger is paired with a VOOC-compatible micro USB cable. There's a nice pair of earbuds and even a transparent soft case. Oppo had just a few months to smarten up the R11, and a dramatic redesign was out of the question. The R11s keeps the metal UNI body of the regular R11, including the less intrusive antenna lines. But it's the addition of an immersive widescreen that is the real game changer. The Oppo R11s has a very clean front now that the hardware keys have been retired. The earpiece and the selfie camera are the only things of interest above the screen. A couple of sensors and a notification LED are around, pretty much out of sight though. One of the major changes in the R11s since the original R11 is the screen. Now the R11s features an immersive 6-inch AMOLED screen in a fashionably tall 18:9 ratio. The resolution is 1080 by 2160 px as expected, which means the R11s keeps the same 401 ppi density as the R11. The Oppo R11 is powered by a 3200 mAh battery, LiPo, sealed inside its metal body. The phone supports the fast VOOC charging standard and is bundled with the proper charger for it, a 5V unit at 4A for a total output of 20W. In our tests, it reached a 60% charge, from flat, in half an hour, and full charge in an hour and a half. The Oppo R11s is a dual-SIM phone powered by a Qualcomm chipset, which means excellent support for a wide range of wireless connectivity. This includes 10 LTE, 4 GSM, CDMA, and 5 3G bands. VoLTE is supported as well for improved audio quality. Unfortunately, some of the most popular European LTE bands are not covered, 7, 20. So you should have that in mind if you are thinking of importing the R11s to the old continent. The Oppo R11s runs ColorOS 3.2, based on Android 7.1.1 Nougat. The new v3.2 launcher introduces all the must-haves features trending today, a new AI engine, Face Unlock, new gestures, smarter gallery and sharing options, split-screen view, among other improvements. ColorOS customizations runs deep within the ROM, making it far off from the standard Google-developed mobile experience. Units sold outside of China still come with the full Google suite, which has resulted in having a few apps with similar functionality, one by Oppo, and another one by Google. The Oppo R11 was the first smartphone to use the Snapdragon 660 chip. Fast forward 6 months later and the R11s is still among the very few to employ the upper mid-range 660 SoC. Considering the unpopularity of the chip, we would prefer to still share some of its rather impressive specs. The phone app is simple but functional. The dialer supports Smart Dial, or you can go into the Contacts tab for a more extensive search. You can block numbers from calling you, a handy way to screen unwanted calls. You need to head to the Settings menu for more options. The Oppo R11s performed nicely in the first part of our audio quality test. When working with an active external amplifier, it produced impressively output with excellent clarity and above-average loudness. It's so rare we start a chapter with a critique, but that's the reality. It doesn't really matter if OnePlus or Oppo came up with this new dual camera setup, it still doesn't make any sense as an advancement to us. The Oppo R11s records videos in 4K and 1080p at 30 fps. There is no digital stabilization available on any resolution. The standard 2160p, 30 fps mode is encoded at about 42 mbps, on par with the flagship crop. Audio is recorded in stereo at 96 kbps, far from impressive. Oppo did an excellent job bringing the R series up to speed with the competition. The R11s 18:9 widescreen comes just on time for the holiday shopping season, and it's the hot feature to have right now. And that red paint job, coupled with the starry sky pattern above and below the screen, makes the R11s so hard to resist. Oppo has a real head-turner, and we all know the first impression counts big time. The Oppo R11s, a great-looking handset that's in touch with the times but just not the great camera phone it could have been. The new dual camera setup was chosen with the best intentions, but something went wrong implementing it. Not sure whether it can be fixed via firmware update, and honestly they can leave it as is. The R11s will be a reasonably good camera phone, it's just not great.